The Open University for me has made a huge impact in my life and opened doors and opportunities I never thought was possible. Growing up in our house, university was never talked about. Nursing was something you could never have dreamed of. So like my first post I took up was as a laundry assistant in a nursing home, and was working there for months when they came to me and said, you know, I'm sorry, we're going to have to let you go because you're spending too much time with the residents. So they actually gave me a care assistant post, which gave me my love of nursing.
I hadn't planned initially when I left school to do nursing. I thought I was going to be a bricklayer, but because I got injured when I was an apprentice, I couldn't walk for 2 years, and I learnt what happens in healthcare because I was in the system, and that inspired me to go back and study.
So basically my passion for nursing came from family members receiving fantastic care. My granddad had a palliative condition. He received absolutely fantastic care. I remembered saying that just that day, just knowing that if I could make the difference that them nurses made to just even my family and to my granddad's care, if I could do that for 5 people, then I would be a very happy man.
As a working mum and having a mortgage and bills to pay, university wasn't really achievable for me until the Open University came up. With the Open University, I was able to maintain my job, still get a wage, work part-time, study part-time. It's very flexible, very encouraging, supportive.
What I think is absolutely excellent is the fact that I don't have to worry about where my money is coming at the end of the month to pay the bills. So I have rent and oil and petrol to pay for, and if I had have studied at other universities, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to continue to earn whilst I studied. And although you get a bursary, it's not a lot of money, and it wouldn't have been enough for me to live on. Whereas at the moment I still get paid, and that allows me to focus on my studying. It takes the worry out of that sort of stuff.
The part-time and sort of like flexibility of the OU studying has helped me greatly. Just this coming year I'm getting married, and I also have a young daughter. So after speaking with the Open University, they were able to sit down, work my timetable around my other commitments that I have within my life, such as like I play 2 sports. So I find whenever I sort of like sit down, they break down the full year for you, so you know what you're doing sort of 12 months in advance, that you can work out everything else around your study as well as your study around everything else. And the OU have been very helpful in helping me do that.
I was lucky enough to get into the intensive care unit, develop more skills, was able to take all the skills the OU had taught me and put them into everyday practice. This had a huge impact on both my family, the patients, and their families as well. Also my colleagues, because the Open University teaches you you're never on your own. It's a team, and it's team support to get you through, give me the confidence and the skills to progress on. Became a Band 6 staff nurse, and that gave me added opportunities, and then opened the door for the dream job I'm in now, which is specialist nurse for organ donation. Doing that post now 2 years.
When I was a healthcare assistant on a ward, I learned about the fundamentals of nursing, and that was a good foundation for me to move on to the emergency department, where I learned more hands-on skills like cannulation and venipuncture. So it's my intent to specialise in emergency medicine when I'm qualified. I'm very passionate about emergency medicine, so my plan is to work my way up through the emergency department and basically do as well as I can do, you know. There are lots of different opportunities available to nurses that work in emergency medicine, so I plan to avail of as many of them as I can and to just get as many courses as I can.
I find that now that I'm studying nursing, it's something that I'm very proud of. So eventually, touch wood, all being well, when I qualify, I imagine I'll feel very proud of myself. You know, I'll be a proud nurse. I feel very passionate about it. So, and I know it's something that my family will be proud of me for doing as well. And I just think it's one of those professions that helping people, I don't think there's anything better.
3 people a day are dying, waiting on a life-saving transplant, and to know that I'm part of that is just huge. It has such an impact, and I know that it was never going to be achievable if I had never done my studies through the OU and had the support of my colleagues and the benefit and the backup of the health authorities as well, to give people like me the opportunity to do nursing.
What inspired me was that you had the opportunity to make an impact on people. In my past role as a bricklayer, I suppose, although I was building things, I didn't feel like I was making much of a difference. And nursing, you get that satisfaction, job satisfaction, that when you go home at the end of the day, that you've made a difference to other people, you know.
The most significant benefit to Southeastern Trust has to be the fact that we have retained 100% of the staff that have trained through the Open University pre-reg nursing programme. We have 28 adult nurses and 13 mental health nurses who have trained through Open University programme and still work within our organisation, but not still work within the organisation, but have gone on to achieve Band 6 Ward Sisters posts, Band 7 Team Leader posts, Managers posts and beyond. Last week I was at a mental health conference that we hosted within the Trust, and Open University past student was one of our conference speakers on the day, talking about her passion for dementia care, and that's the potential that our Open University students are open to.